It's the Fun Astrology Podcast for Tuesday, May 24th, 2022. Thomas Miller, thanks for joining us. If I had a sound effect that said, fire, 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 I would play it right now, because that's what we're going to have happen today. We have two planets moving into Aries today, about an hour and a half apart. The moon goes in at 5:39 tonight, and then Mars enters at 7:17. That's according to the Honeycomb Almanac. We'll be feeling that all day and in the days to come after, at least the moon for the next 2 days. You remember how you felt about 2 weeks ago when Jupiter moved into Aries? You felt that kick of fire, didn't you? Well, now we have Jupiter, Mars, and the moon. Two sides of every coin. Either you are going to get a lot of stuff done, especially with that lunar kick over the next 48 hours, or be sure the email you send or what you say will not come back to get you. I have to remember this myself. They started some construction around here that is going to be a little bit challenging over the next little bit, so I'm going to have to remember my own words over the next several days. Fortunately, Hemet and I are going to be out running around, so it won't be quite as bad this week, and I'm going to deflect it. Would be a great time, though, if you have some projects that you just need some extra fire. Maybe with all of this crazy energy, the eclipse and everything, that some things have gone idle in your life. Great time to reignite them right now. Still use what we talked about yesterday with that sextile between the Sun and Jupiter and just nudge those things and get them moving again. Now, we've been talking about all these changes in the energy of the chart. So just a couple of days ago, we had Mars and the moon in Pisces. I've seen a lot of stories and reports online of people having all these dreams and visualizations and seeing things and just all kinds of stuff. Well, that's that Piscean activation, especially right now. Now we shift all of that energy into Aries because Neptune, poor Neptune, is going to be sitting there in Pisces all by its little lonesome self. That's why I was sad to see Jupiter go, but we have to move on. And that's an interesting point because the energy has shifted from what we have been envisioning or feeling or intuiting into putting feet to the fire. I think one of the key things that is missing in the kind of so-called metaphysical realm is all too often people just want to think and create. It's definitely the starting place. But even astrology shows us that after Pisces is Aries. We have to put feet to our visions, to our inspirations. So now the chart is showing us it's time to work, it's time to do, it's time to take action. And again, connecting the dots with that Sun and Gemini, we have this mutable offset to that cardinal energy. So here is all this, get it started, get it moving, move it forward. Offset with dance with the dance. Don't be so fixed in the vision that you don't have the latitude to change when the universe wants you to change. Those two primary energies are very much at work right now. So while you are feeling that determination, hold it with a loose hand. That's a good practice to employ anytime, but right now there's going to be so much desire to move things forward, to be aggressive, to activate. Fred Dodson gave me one of the most valuable lessons in following this journey is if you think of your desire to do something on a scale of 1 to 10, how strong is the desire? Man, I got to get this done. We've got all this action in Aries. We've got a sextile to Jupiter. I want to move everything forward because it's been stalled out because of all this crazy energy. What's my desire? It's a 10. What do you think, Thomas? It's a 10. Well, what Fred says is, that's not where the universe works. If you can bring that down, and this is the mutable aspect, if you bring that down to about a 1 or a 2, maybe a 3, but a 1 or a 2, you're working on the project, you're not consumed by it because you are a valuable creator. You can command, like we said yesterday. And if you don't command this or create that, you can create and command something else. So you hold it loosely. It's a 2. It's okay. You've lived all your life without it. It's okay. Just hold it loosely. It's in that 1 and 2 and maybe 3 intensity range of both desire and resistance. Remember, we can push against things. That's where the universe works. That's where the magic happens. This chart today is showing us that. So as the fire ignites, keep it all in balance. Keep it in a flexible pliability. One other one to keep a note, especially if you are in any kind of way playing around with the market. Venus sextiles Saturn this morning at 7:06 a.m. That's going to be good for stocks again. So I think, probably are going to be in a more positive tone on Wall Street today. How does that apply to you? Well, bringing structure and foundation and laying good, solid ground to money and your relationship. So if you're having your coffee this morning with the podcast and you think of something you could do to shore up your money a little bit, reduce a bill, drop an unused subscription, pay off a debt, whatever you could do to bring some Saturnian structure or foundation into your money life. Are you in a relationship? Do you have a romantic partner? What do they just love? What would score you some major points this morning? Don't think about it. Do it. If you're not in a romantic relationship, you are in relationships. Kids, friends, coworkers, customers, do the same thing. Go out of your way to show them some love and make them happy. That is the other theme of the day. Hope you've enjoyed this one. We'll see you back tomorrow for Hump Day Wednesday. Mercury trines Pluto tomorrow night. We've had a lot of big major aspects this week, so we'll talk about that one. And then we'll set up the weekend on Thursday. Have a great day. Love you.